Looking through Blake Lively's past isn't shining such a great light on her. Let's look at some moments when Blake Lively's behavior went too far.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
Although you may have believed that the Gossip Girl co-stars were closest friends, the reality couldn't be further from the truth. Before delivering her statement at PallyFest in 2008, Blake Lively is shown in the rediscovered interview participating in a panel discussion with Leighton Meester and the other Gossip Girl cast members. She was disclosing the promises the producers of Gossip Girls had given her in order to guarantee her role as Serena on the show. She explained that in the books, Chuck Bass had a pet monkey, something she wasn't keen on.
Another promise was no pet monkey.
So she admitted that she made them promise there would be no pet monkey. She continued, Chuck has a pet monkey with coordinating outfits, and I was like, I would love to be a part of the show, but I can't act with a monkey. She then pointed directly to Leighton and joked, well, I got a few of them. Leighton was offended by the remark, rightfully so, and Penn Badgley and Chase Crawford glanced at the ground awkwardly as the audience chuckled.
And then I got a few of them.
When none of her co-stars laughed, she exclaimed, come on, it was a joke, Lord have mercy.
Come on, it was a joke.
Not a very good joke. A tweet went viral which showed an image of Blake Lively giving a quote to a journalist where she says a term widely accepted to be not very kind to those who've transitioned. Blake Lively talked to Elle magazine about her hopes for her future children and what they might wear while she was filming Gossip Girl. The quote says, I hope to have a few girls one day. If not girls, they better be, because I have some amazing shoes and bags that need to be appreciated. Later in another video, she repeated the word. You read the gossip magazines and everybody is dating everyone. Everyone hates everyone. Everybody's had tons of plastic surgery and we're actually men, and it's just like you don't listen to the rumors.
What is the next
What does
5
that
years
mean?
Goodness gracious. At the Boone Hall plantation in South Carolina, which housed 9 worker huts during the owning of people, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds tied the knot in 2012. In an Instagram post from 2020, Blake and Ryan expressed their regret about the plantation wedding. They wrote, we're ashamed that in the past we've allowed ourselves to be uninformed about how deeply rooted systematic unrest is. We want to educate ourselves about other people's experiences and talk to our kids about everything, all of it, especially our own complicity. It turns out that Blake Lively has been making statements in interviews for years, in between all of the terrible It Ends With Us interviews. Journalist Kirsty Flaw shared the 8-year-old footage from when she interviewed Blake, admitting sitting down with Blake Lively and her co-star Parker Posey for Cafe Society in 2016 is the most uncomfortable interview situation I have ever experienced. Is it not okay to congratulate someone on their pregnancy or to ask another woman about costumes she's wearing in the film? When Kirsty tries to ask polite questions and make good comments to the two in the nightmare interview footage, Blake brusquely rejects her. She congratulates Blake Lively on her pregnancy, saying, "Congrats on your little bump." Then, even though Flaw isn't pregnant, Blake Lively responds to the journalist with the same remark. Just super passive aggressive. During an interview about It Ends With Us, the host asked Blake Lively how people might approach her regarding the film's delicate and deeply personal topics. He inquired, "Most of us who are lucky enough to run into a celebrity in public get only a few brief moments to maybe speak to you guys. But for people who see this movie, who relate to the topics of this movie on a deeply personal level, they're really going to want to talk to you. This movie is going to affect people and they're going to want to tell you about their lives. So if someone understands the themes of this movie, they come across you in public and they want to talk to you, what's the best way for them to talk to you about this?" She then joked about releasing her phone number to fans rather than taking the topic seriously, wondering why she wouldn't just location share at that point. In response, she said, "That's like asking for my address or my phone number, location share. I could just location share you and then we could just," before she started trailing off while laughing. She continues, "I'm a Virgo, so every time I'm like, are we talking logistics, emotionally?" Regarding her interview, one Reddit user shared their comments, writing, "What the heck is wrong with her? This is just willful ignorance and lack of self-awareness from a fully grown woman. Is she even aware of what the movie is promoting? Does she know what it's about? The cognitive dissonance is off the charts at this point. She reduced the valid question the interviewer asked her to a flippant joke. I genuinely feel bad for her co-star, and you can clearly see he is uncomfortable, but since they've all thrown in their lot with Blake and her annoying husband, they are stuck with this mess. I honestly appreciate Justin for being the only person to address and tackle the DV themes on this press tour.
Well, you're helping women find their voices, and I fundamentally disagree with that.
Meghan Markle is yet again the center of controversy. She's been called very narcissistic, very controlling, very dominating, and faces a ton of criticism everywhere. She's been accused of bullying her staff, faking tears at the Queen's funeral, and mocking the royal family.
Look, I was really ashamed to say it at the time.
At the end of the day, we're all human, we all make mistakes, but does she deserve all the harsh criticism she gets? She's done a lot of good things for her family, the dog she's rescued, and also a ton of humanitarian work. But has she gone too far this time? I'm going to take you through some moments where Meghan has stirred up some serious anger in the media. These are wild. There are a number of employees, including Samantha Cohen, who previously worked with the Queen for almost 2 decades before she quit her position as Meghan's secretary, who left because apparently Meghan was severely bullying her.
2 personal assistants were driven out by Meghan's behavior.
There were also 2 PAs that were bullied out of the household as well. Apparently, there have been so many reports and incidences where Meghan is accused of bullying that it would be unbelievable for this not to be true. Meghan's choice of bridal dress caused ripples of disapproval. In her book, My Mother and I, royal biographer Ingrid Seward wrote that a cousin of the Queen claimed that the monarch wasn't crazy about the gown. Lady Elizabeth told me that the Queen had made only one remark to her about Meghan and Harry's wedding, which was that the bride's Givenchy wedding gown was too white. To traditionalists, previously divorced brides wearing white at their subsequent wedding can be considered scandalous.
And that was a very clear and real and frightening constant thought.
More contemporary critics were also disappointed over the gown, a silk number with flowers of Commonwealth nations adorning the 15-foot veil. Designer Catherine Polk noted, for a modern day woman, I think everyone was expecting something a little more daring, so it was a bit of an anticlimax. By February 2020, it became official that Harry and Meghan would no longer be working members of the royal family and that they would live in the US.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle no longer working members of the royal family.
Meghan majorly got the blame of this. Piers Morgan, who can sometimes be a little bit of a jerk, said people said, I'm too critical of Meghan Markle, but she ditched her family, ditched her dad, ditched most of her old friends, split Harry from William, and has now split him from the royal family. I rest my case. These next points are pretty shocking. You guys remember the infamous Oprah interview, right? Well, Meghan received a lot of intense anger for this. Richard Fitzwilliams, who is a royal insider, blasted Harry and Meghan, adding that the interview's timing when the Queen's husband was sick didn't help matters. He was quoted saying this was a destructive attack on the monarchy and was broadcast when Prince Philip was so ill. Royal biographer Lady Antonia Fraser had some harsh words for Meghan as well, saying, I just wish vainly she'd shut up. Viewers of the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022 saw a very somber Meghan Markle during the ceremonies. However, a few camera images caught what appeared to be a smirk on her face at one point, causing hardcore monarchists to go ballistic online. One staunch royal fan posted, the smirk? She couldn't care less. Even holding hands walking out, no class. Even now disrespecting Queen Elizabeth, traditions and protocol. Just there for the big historic shots and to testify her right of peddling her title, her right to exist. So, there are just a few examples of what Meghan has done to tick people off, but there are actually many more. Since Meghan Markle's relationship with Prince Harry became public in 2016, she's been at the center of a lot of attention. Some people critique her, comparing her to Wallis Simpson, an American woman who caused a big fuss when she married King Edward VIII in 1936. Like Wallis, Meghan is seen by some as very self-centered and controlling. Here are moments when Meghan Markle's behavior went too far, according to fans.
Meghan, I give you this ring as a sign of our marriage. With my body, I honor you.
When Meghan Markle and Prince Harry got married 2 years after their relationship went public, they made sure their wedding was a big event. The ceremony, held on May 19, 2018 at Windsor Castle, was full of talent, and many celebrities like Elton John, Victoria, and David Beckham attended. The couple also had some unique touches, like having African-American Bishop Michael Bruce Curry lead the ceremony and an all-black choir perform the song Stand By Me. It was Meghan Markle's wedding dress that stirred up some gossip. According to royal biographer Ingrid Seward in her book My Mother mother and I. A cousin of the Queen said that Queen Elizabeth thought the dress was too white. Traditionally, divorced brides wearing white can be seen as not the right thing to do. Additionally, some modern critics were disappointed with Meghan's dress. The gown, designed by Givenchy, had a 15-foot veil with flowers representing Commonwealth nations, but designer Catherine Polk felt it was less bold than many people expected. Months after the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, her press secretary Jason Knopf circulated an international Buckingham Palace memo that in part read, "I am very concerned that the Duchess was able to chase 2 PAs out of the household in the past year." It remained a secret until the Times acquired a document and published some of it in March 2021. A spokesperson for the Sussex couple fired back, responding, "Let's just call this what it is. A calculated smear campaign." The results of a Buckingham Palace investigation into the matter have not been made public, although outlets have long tried to uncover a number of employees, including Samantha Cohen, who previously worked with the Queen for almost 2 decades before she quit her position as Meghan's secretary, who left due to Meghan's alleged behavior. But when Samantha revealed that in 2024 she was among several aides interviewed regarding those claims, the pundits jumped in again. Royal pundit Hilary Fordwich said via Fox News, "There have been too many examples of the Sussex Survivors Club for the rumors not to be true." More bluntly, Talk TV's Christo Fufas retorted, "They probably whine at their staff as much as they whine to the British press, whine to the American press, and whine to everyone else about how terrible their lives are and how every single terrible thing that ever happened to them in the world." By February 2020, it became official that Harry and Meghan would no longer be working members of the royal family, and that they would live in the US. Conveniently, scribes quickly blamed Meghan. In March 2021, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle discussed their experiences and challenges with royal life during a televised interview with Oprah Winfrey. Meghan talked about the difficulties she faced. Royal pundit Richard Fitzwilliams publicly called out the two, adding that the interview's timing when the Queen's husband was sick didn't help matters. "This was an out-of-line target on the monarchy and was broadcast when Prince Philip was unwell," he said to Express. Royal biographer Lady Antonia Fraser had words for Meghan, saying, "I just wish vainly she'd shut up." Viewers of the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022 saw Meghan Markle during the ceremonies. A few camera images caught what appeared to be a smirk on her face at one point, causing monarchists to go off online. One staunch royal fan posted, "The smirk, she couldn't care less. Even holding hands, walking out, no class. Even now not respecting Queen Elizabeth, traditions and protocol. Just there for the big historical photos and to testify her right of peddling her title, her right to exist."
Bianca Censori knows how to make an appearance with her questionable fashion sense and eagerness to go nude whenever she feels like.
Bianca, I can't. Why? Just put a shirt on, man. I feel like her skin slowly dissolves clothes or something. Maybe she breathes through her skin like Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5 or something. I don't know. But Bianca Censori has officially gone too far.
It literally breaks the internet. So what are we getting all of the rest of the time?
Bianca Censori, the wife of Kanye West, showed off everything in an astonishing outfit as she made her way to a tanning shop in Los Angeles. The 29-year-old Australian architect chose not to wear an undertop and showed off her pectoral muscles in a netted top as she headed to the Melrose Tanning Company salon. The beauty Bianca accessorized the almost not present blouse with heels and a pair of tiny beige shorts. After her tanning treatment, she strode back to her car with confidence, her short brown hair protected by a hat with a camouflage print.
Bianca Censori is yet again leaving nothing to the imagination with her latest style stunt.
The provocative glance went too far and might be construed by California law as indecent exposure. Under California Penal Code Section 314, parentheses 1, it is illegal to purposefully display your body or bits in public or any other setting where it might irritate or offend someone. For a first offense, an indecent exposure accusation is often prosecuted as a misdemeanor. The maximum punishment is 6 months in jail, a fine up to $1,000, and 10 years or more of mandatory registration as an offender.
Then it's scary.
It follows reports that restaurant owners have threatened to forbid the contentious pair from using their establishments when Bianca appeared in yet another outrageous fit recently. When Censori went out to eat with Kanye in Los Angeles while sporting an almost not present bra top, she startled observers. Arriving at a neighboring barbecue restaurant with the rapper, Bianca left little to the imagination in the little top that barely managed to preserve her modesty.
You need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moment
If I am the owner of any establishment that these two intend to enter, I will tell them due to respect for my customers, you are not allowed to enter, one restaurateur wrote. I wouldn't have them in my restaurant, totally inappropriate and not a good role model for young children to see this out and about. What is wrong with them? Another agreed. She looks absolutely ridiculous. How can any decent restaurant accept a customer wearing that? Even the main supermarkets have signs up in summer advising that tops must be worn for hygiene purposes when shopping, as topless men were going in. This is so much worse, one said. You used to get refuted entry due to dress codes to a restaurant if you didn't wear a tie. How times have changed. Now you can enter and dine without wearing much, a third wrote. Yet another commented, no self-respecting restaurant owner or manager should be letting them enter with her dressed like that unless they, in advance, pay to book out the whole restaurant so it is their own private venue while they are there. One agreed, adding, I do not understand why any decent restaurant would let them over the door dressed like that. Bianca, who is well known for her enticing attire, most recently appeared in public wearing an incredibly exposed combination that featured bandage-like halter braces that barely covered her pecs rather than a top. When the couple vacationed in Italy last year, Censori dressed in a variety of bizarre ensembles which infuriated the locals. Social media users at the time referred to her sheer and mesh ensembles as disrespectful in a nation famed for its traditional Catholic past. After Ye and Bianca were seen having a romantic moment on a boat, with West bearing his bare derriere to curious onlookers, there were even calls for their arrest. Pictures of the couple showed Bianca resting her head on his lap and the American rapper sitting at the back of the river taxi. The flesh-bearing spectacle was criticized online for what they called public indecency. Obviously, her spouse Kanye was married to Kim Kardashian before. Kim was allegedly urged to alter her clothes throughout their turbulent marriage if he thought she was flashing too much skin. Throughout their 7 years of marriage, he had a big effect on her wardrobe decisions. Kanye treated Kim the same way he treated Bianca during their marriage. The distinction is that, according to one source, Kanye was respected both as an artist and as a person when he clothed Kim. Unfortunately, Kim knows what Bianca is going through, but she feels Bianca should have known what she was getting into. Kim said in a previous episode of The Kardashians, Kanye has always dressed me. In the early 2000s, he would literally just send me random emails with all these looks and what my style should be. In February 2021, Kim filed for divorce 1 month shy of the couple's 7th wedding anniversary.
My main thing is to enjoy life and take one day at a time, and I try to live by that.
Britney Spears and her husband Sam Asghari have decided to go their separate ways, and it has a lot to do with Britney Spears' mental health issues and her erratic behavior.
Britney Spears is in trouble.
Various media outlets have confirmed this, and it said that Sam talked to Britney Spears recently because he had heard rumors of her possibly cheating on him, and that is just so crazy. So much is happening in Britney Spears' life right now.
After childhood fame led her to a complete breakdown, this pop icon's life took a complete turn for the worst.
She recently lost custody of her children, and they moved with her ex Kevin Federline to Hawaii.
A judge ordered that Britney's 2 young sons should be with Kevin Federline.
And now we hear that she cheated and is heading towards a divorce.
I'm just living my life right now.
But even though it is not clear if she cheated or not, these are just rumors right now, this apparently caused a huge fight between Britney Spears and Sam. And if you've been keeping up with Britney Spears a little bit, maybe on social media or even in the news after her conservatorship, you might have seen signs that this is something that was inevitable, like you saw it coming.
There were a bunch of doctors saying that this conservatorship is appropriate.
Like, there were so many instances when Britney Spears' actions seemed so unpredictable, and it seems that Sam just has had enough right now. Britney Spears has also been posting very cringy videos on social media where she's doing like these strange dances, and fans quickly started wondering like if she's okay mentally. Like, it's just weird.
Wow! Oh my god!
Although Sam has defended Britney Spears publicly against critics, privately it's said that he became really frustrated and he reached his breaking point. Britney would also have these mood swings, and Sam can just no longer deal with this. And by the way, Sam and Britney began dating back in 2016, so they've been together for a while now. And this all started when he had a role in one of her music videos, and since then they've been spending a lot of time together. They're completely inseparable. And even though they haven't officially filed for divorce yet, it's been said that it's likely to happen sooner rather than later. As a matter of fact, this is what one source mentioned to TMZ, and I quote, "It's only a matter of time before Sam files for divorce." Sam, who married Britney Spears in June of 2022, has reportedly already moved out of the home that they shared together. And it's also been reported that if their marriage ends in divorce, well, it doesn't look like Sam is gonna receive much or possibly anything at all from Britney Spears. But there is a source that commented about this, and this is what they had to say. Britney and Sam signed a prenup in her favor. Any money she made before the wedding is protected. Yet there was another insider who suggested that their marriage will probably resolve with Britney Spears writing a check to Sam. But either way, no matter how it goes, this news comes just a few months after they marked their first wedding anniversary. Also, this happened while rumors of problems in their marriage were spreading all over social media. And it's definitely not a surprise to anybody. Well, for me at least. And as unfortunate as it is, like, we saw this coming. Like, there were so many red flags from their wedding that looks so staged. Like, if you check footage of their wedding, it just doesn't seem real. Then there's also Britney Spears' strange videos that she's been posting on Instagram and all of that. Cringe, hashtag cringe, man. And also, speaking of Britney Spears' erratic behavior, not too long ago, Britney Spears ran up to that NBA player, Victor Wembanyama, and tried to grab him to take a photo with him, only to end up getting smacked by his security guard. And back in May of 2023, TMZ also released a documentary about Britney Spears' life.
Britney Spears has had a year and a half of freedom since the conservatorship ended, and they're a big problem.
In it, they asserted that the couple, her and Sam, you know, their marriage was already in deep trouble at that point.
Her marriage to Sam in deep trouble.
Britney got physical with Sam.
They also said that Britney Spears and her husband had gone into physical altercations during loud shouting matches, and that he now spends less time at their home. However, Sam was quick to actually criticize the documentary and those involved with the creation of the documentary. He accused them of trying to exploit Britney Spears as a money-making machine. But hey, it looks like TMZ was right. Once again, Sam and Britney Spears are heading towards divorce. What are you guys' thoughts about this? I really want to know. Like, did you see this coming? And are you concerned for Britney Spears? Like, what do you think about this? You know, I really hope that she gets the help that she clearly needs. I don't know. Like, on one hand, I feel really bad for her, but at the same time, I'm like, it is what it is. You know, it happens. Marriages end in divorce, and you just gotta move on.
So apparently when Kanye had this idea to put Taylor Swift in his song Famous, you know the lyric that I'm talking about, the one about them having sex.
I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that famous.
Well, I guess he knew that things were gonna blow up at some point because he decided, or somebody decided at the moment, to actually film the conversation that he was having with Taylor Swift over speakerphone. So none of that footage was released until this past weekend when Kim put it up on her Snapchat.
I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. And I really appreciate you telling me about it. That's really nice. Oh, yeah. I just have a responsibility to you as a friend, you know.
So in the short clips, Kanye basically rapped the lyric to Taylor. She said, you know, do your thing, do whatever you like, choose whatever lyric you think sounds best. And so he did. She told him that she really appreciates him calling her and telling her about it, and that it's a really nice thing for him to do. Taylor said that she takes it as a compliment that Kanye put in the song that he would still have sex with her. So Kanye being Kanye, you know, he warped the situation a bit. He said, you know, listen, Taylor, I care about you as a friend. I don't make music to make people feel bad. I want them to feel good about my music. And Taylor even said, this is so funny because you know what, on the Grammys red carpet, they're gonna ask me about this song and I'm gonna say, joke's on you guys because he called me and I knew about the lyric. But we don't know who the joke is on anymore though. So Taylor Swift now, swiftly as ever, took to Instagram and posted a little note that she typed up on her iPhone. Where's the video of Kanye telling me he was going to call me that in his song? It doesn't exist because it never happened. You don't get to control someone's emotional response to being called that. in front of the entire world. Of course I wanted to like the song. I wanted to believe Kanye when he told me that I would love the song. I wanted us to have a friendly relationship. He promised to play the song for me, but he never did. While I wanted to be supportive of Kanye in the phone call, you cannot approve a song you haven't heard. Being falsely painted as a liar when I was never given the full story or played any part of the song is character assassination. I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative, one that I never asked to be a part of since 2009. Wow, well written, but I can't help but agree with her just a little bit because, you know, we all know that Kanye can get a little out of hand. A lot out of hand.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Did Taylor agree to this lyric being put in the song or not? On the topic of the Kardashians, a 26-year-old woman in Pakistan has been called Pakistan's Kim Kardashian, but she was just murdered by her brother as an honor killing. Kandil Balak was found dead Friday night after her brother Mohammed Wasim admitted to drugging and then strangling her in an honor killing. Their father spoke out at her funeral. He said she supported all of us, including my son who killed her. And he also said that his son was not happy about her achievements. Mohammed Wasim says that he did it in honor of his family because apparently his family was going down based on what she was doing. He asked her to stop posting provocative videos and photos on Facebook and Instagram, and when she refused, that's when he drugged and killed her. Kandil rose to fame for breaking down social taboos in the Pakistani community. A few tweets on Twitter said she didn't conform to the norm, she was outspoken and unapologetic, and now she's silenced forever. Shocked and saddened at Kandil Balak's murder.
Taylor Swift has labeled Kim Kardashian as being trash. And this is all because she says that Kim was responsible for taking her down psychologically and pushing her to step back during their ongoing drama.
Taylor Swift did this because she's still upset that Kim has failed to ever apologize about it.
Taylor Swift, who snagged Times Magazine Person of the Year title for 2023, spilled the tea on the beef that kicked off when Kim's then hubby Kanye West wrote a 2016 song with not so nice lyrics towards Taylor.
Feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why I made that famous. Goddamn.
Kanye insisted that Taylor Swift gave him the green light, but she denied giving him the green light. And then Kim jumped in and dropped what Taylor Swift called a secretly recorded phone call between them, trying to prove otherwise. And it's been a roller coaster drama ever since then.
I made her famous. Is that did she say that? Yes, it might have happened.
Taylor has now said that this whole drama felt like a career death, and she also said this: "Make no mistake, my career was taken away from me." Also, talking about the aftermath and the heavy toll that it took on her mental health, Taylor went on to spill more of the beans, and this is what she had to say about the whole experience. "You have a fully manufactured frame job in an illegally recorded phone call which Kim Kardashian edited and then put out to say to everyone that I was a liar. That took me down psychologically to a place I've never been before.
I moved to a foreign country. I didn't leave a rental house for a year. I was afraid to get on phone calls."
So then she didn't go into any specific details or anything about where she moved to, but around late 2016, Taylor started dating British actor Joe Alwyn. And rumor has it that she rented a place in London to spend some more time with him. In that time, she pretty much disappeared from the public eye, and it was a move that she says was a direct result of the fallout with Kim Kardashian as well as Kanye West. And she said,
"I pushed away most people in my life because I didn't trust anyone anymore. I went down really, really hard."
From there, her next album, titled Reputation, dropped in 2017.
Are you ready for it?
And it was heavily inspired by her tough experience during this period of her life.
I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh!
But here's the thing, the album, loaded with snake references, by the way, aimed at Kim Kardashian, brought the drama back to life again. Taylor then shared this: "I thought
that moment of backlash was going to define me negatively for the rest of my life."
Taylor also dove into some of the intricacies of being in the public spotlight. Taylor had this to say, and here is where she referred to Kim as trash indirectly. She said, "Nothing is permanent, so I'm very careful to be grateful every second that I get to be doing this at this level, because I've had it taken away from me before."
There is one thing I've learned. My response to anything that's happened, good or bad, is to keep making things, keep making art.
And this is where she didn't hold back by taking a jab at Kim Kardashian as well as Kanye West and also anyone else who she thinks tried to hinder her success. This is what she literally said. "Trash takes itself out every single time." Ooh. Taylor, shots fired. Fans of Taylor Swift have come for Kim Kardashian and are literally destroying her right now on social media.
I just felt like I wanted to defend him in it.
The Swifties are 100% loyal to Taylor Swift, and they aren't having any of Kim Kardashian's refusal to apologize for mistreating Taylor.
The camera crew filmed him speaking to Taylor.
This was all sparked because after years of silence, Taylor Swift finally spoke about her feud with Kanye West as well as Kim Kardashian, leading her strong fan base to criticize Kim Kardashian, who's Kanye West's ex-wife, for supporting him in his alleged mistreatment of Taylor and not apologizing for it.
Kim Kardashian took to Snapchat to share footage that seemed to show Taylor giving Kanye West the go-ahead on some of his lyrics about her.
The Taylor-Kanye saga began back in 2009. Of course, we all remember this when he interrupted her VMA acceptance speech, claiming that Beyonce should have won the award instead of her.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
The public feud persisted from there, with Taylor refuting that she allowed Kanye to mention her in his 2016 song Famous.
I feel like me and Taylor might still have why I made that famous.
Kim Kardashian then released a phone call audio where Taylor seemed to give her approval, and this was recorded against Taylor's will, and it was just completely something that blindsided her.
I made her famous. Is that did she say that? Yes, it might have happened.
Now, in a Time magazine interview in December 2023, Taylor discussed the incident, marking one of the first times in a decade, and she openly acknowledged her past fear that it could have ended her career.
People along the way who will try to undercut your success.
Taylor expressed that the public's response felt like a career death, and she confessed that it took her down psychologically to a place that she'd never been before. This is how Taylor puts it in her own words. "Make no mistake, my career was taken away from me. You have a full manufactured frame job in an illegally recorded phone call, which Kim Kardashian edited and then put out to say to everyone that I was a liar." Taylor then went on to say, "I moved to a foreign country. I didn't leave a rental house for a year. I was afraid to get on phone calls. I pushed away most people in my life because I didn't trust anyone anymore. I went down really, really hard." So here we are now, guys, and this is where her fans are coming in right now. They're going after Kim on social media. Kim hasn't issued an apology that's directed towards Taylor's assertions yet, and she hasn't said that she edited the phone call or anything like that. But Swifties have been vocal in calling her out online. In a post on her Instagram page, Kim Kardashian, she's promoting her $1 billion Skims brand.
And I am so proud of them, and I will say that, but I also say you should be so proud of yourself.
However, instead of focusing on the new products, like if you take a look at the comment section, many fans took to the comments to discuss the ongoing feud between Kim, Kanye, and Taylor Swift, as well as many of them are flooding the comment section with snake emojis. And this is a reference, by the way, to Kim being referred to as a snake by Taylor Swift in the past.
Mine isn't cool, no I don't like you.
Fans are even leaving garbage can emojis, and this is also because Taylor Swift alluded to Kim Kardashian being trash during an interview. And some of her fans are urging Kim to offer the long-awaited apology to Taylor Swift. Either way, it's Swifties dominating the comments, and I'm sure if you look at Kim's other posts on different social media platforms, you'll see the Swifties there as well showing up. I can just imagine Kim Kardashian right now having to silence her notifications on her phone. She's probably like, oh man, I used to get 1 million notifications an hour. Now I'm getting 10 million an hour. The Swifties strike again. One Swiftie even left this comment on Kim Kardashian's post. Kim, what you did to Tay affected her mental health. Your words and actions have consequences for others. Make this right and you will get more respect.
I dealt with a lot of body shaming this year and I've never experienced that before.
Wow.
Because I don't care about that stuff, but I did start gaining weight. Man, that hurt.
They're calling her fat and are just making a whole lot of judgments and assumptions about her. Selena Gomez, of course, she is a well-loved singer and actor, but despite her achievements, Selena has faced a whole lot of challenges due to her struggle with lupus, which is an autoimmune disease that threatened her career. Now, there's a TikTok clip that Hailey Bieber had posted alongside models Kendall Jenner and Justine Skye, and it was believed by some users to actually be aimed at Selena Gomez. But the video is now deleted, but it featured the audio saying, "I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right."
I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
This was posted at the same time when Selena was being bullied for her paparazzi pictures, which were taken at an angle that showed her weight gain.
The clip, of course, went viral and it reached Hailey, who actually denied that it was actually directed to anyone. She explained this, and I quote, "We were just having a girls' night and did a random TikTok sound for fun. It's not directed at anyone." But a lot of people don't believe that. People are just so unconvinced. They say that this actually referred to online bullying that was directed at Selena's weight fluctuation. So Selena addressed the issue about the TikTok saying this, "It's okay, I don't let these things get me down, be nice to everyone." Selena has been really open about her physical and emotional challenges that she has faced, including weight fluctuation resulting from her medication.
I tend to hold a lot of water weight and that happens very normally. And then when I'm off of it, I tend to kind of lose weight. Really, guys?
Selena even had to undergo a kidney transplant with her friend Francia Riza, who donated a kidney to her. The heavy doses of medication that Selena had been taking resulted in significant weight gain for her, as well as a lot of physical and emotional stress. Her fans and loved ones have been really supportive of her following her lupus diagnosis, but as you could imagine, some sections of social media were very critical and were trolling her because of her appearance. Selena also made a broad address to all of the haters saying this,
"Not a model, never will be." And I think they're awesome, mind you. I definitely am definitely not that. So that's it. This is getting a little too much, but I just wanted to tell you I love you guys, and thanks for supporting me and understanding, and if not, go away, because honestly I don't believe in shaming people for body or anything.
She emphasized that her health and well-being were more important than her outward appearance, and her priority was to recover completely and resume her life as normal.
I would much rather be healthy and take care of myself, and my medications are important, and I believe they are what helps me.
So as we see, haters are always gonna have something to say, and much respect to Selena Gomez for being such a boss about this whole drama. After hearing about the bullying and body shaming that Selena Gomez was receiving, Jennifer Lopez went right away to Instagram and she actually unfollowed Hailey Bieber. J-Lo is actually one of Selena's biggest musical idols, and Selena Gomez is someone who J-Lo has said reminds her a lot of herself. Selena and Taylor Swift, of course, have been genuine friends for years, and they come to each other's defense all the time. Taylor Swift had defended her best friend Selena Gomez after the release of her song Lose You to Love Me, and called the song a win for Selena Gomez. Taylor defended Selena after many were accusing her of being enamored with Justin Bieber, and this followed the debut of her song Lose You to Love Me. But Taylor Swift, she said that no, the song is definitely a fantastic illustration of healing and that it's definitely a big triumph for Selena Gomez. And then when the song was actually released, Hailey Bieber at the time apparently responded by posting the song I'll Kill You.
Hailey wants everyone to know that her posting that Summer Walker song was just a mere coincidence and not a response at all.
Jeffree Star also came out as a Selena Gomez supporter. He actually went as far as dragging Hailey Bieber's skincare brand. He actually threw her skincare in the bin after he received the package, and Jeffree Star also said that there is no bullying allowed in his house, and he even called Hailey Bieber a nepo baby who uses daddy's money. Lady Gaga has also been one of the many celebrities to support Selena Gomez. In a TikTok video where Selena accidentally over-laminated her eyebrows, or at least joked about it,
I accidentally laminated my brows too much.
She compares herself to Bella Hadid, saying that she wished she was as beautiful as the model herself. But Lady Gaga decided to show a whole lot of love to Selena Gomez and said this:
"You look and are beautiful inside and out, and one of my favorite ladies alive."
Then there was Pia Mia, who's actually one of the first celebrities within the Kardashian Jenner circle of friends to actually show a lot of support for Selena Gomez. Although she hasn't necessarily addressed the situation with Hailey Bieber overtly, well, she's made some makeup videos with Selena Gomez's remix of Calm Down in the background. And then there's a whole lot of fans who were speculating whether or not she was throwing some shade following Hailey Bieber's Instagram story with the same song Calm Down in the background, but without Selena's feature. Jordyn Woods is another celebrity, and she was one of Kylie Jenner's best friends, but she is now team Selena for sure. In a video posted to her Snapchat, Jordyn was putting on some lip liner and she said that she loved it, and then everybody noticed that it was Rare Beauty, which is Selena Gomez's makeup brand. The singer-songwriter Mooney Long also shared a video on TikTok, and she did it to show support for Selena Gomez. In the TikTok, she sings along with Selena Gomez's hit track, Who Says, with the caption, "Selena,
I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. Hey."
And Jennifer Stone showing support for Selena didn't come as a surprise because they were both on Wizards of Waverly Place together. In a TikTok video, she posted herself lip syncing to an audio of Jamie Lee Curtis telling people to keep their mouths shut in a nutshell.
People should shut the f up, back the f off, and let this woman just shine her light.
In the midst of the ongoing drama, Selena's fans have showed their support for her and have accused Hailey Bieber of bullying Selena, leading to the label of Mean Girl for Hailey Bieber. Fans believe that Hailey Bieber made a very derogatory comment about Selena Gomez's weight in a TikTok video. The controversy started when Selena posted pictures of herself in a bikini during a vacation that she took, and some people on the internet were criticizing her for her weight gain. And then shortly after that, Hailey Bieber posted a TikTok video of herself, Kendall Jenner, and Justine Skye lip syncing to the audio. I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
So many of Selena's fans interpreted this video as a dig at Selena, but Hailey denied that the TikTok video was aimed at anyone in particular. It was just made for fun, she says. There was another incident where Selena posted a TikTok video in which she joked that she had laminated her eyebrows too much.
I accidentally laminated my brows too much.
This is where Kylie Jenner enters the chat. She posts this pic on her story with the text right above her eyebrows that says, "This was an accident." She then posts this screenshot of her and Hailey FaceTiming with both of their eyebrows in the shot. Of course, TikTok jumped on this and users started making videos speculating that Kylie and Hailey was shading Selena.
But Kylie ended up denying that she was mocking Selena and said that fans were making a big fuss over nothing. And Selena Gomez actually stepped in on this one, and she replied directly to Kylie Jenner and agreed with her comment, and she said that she was also a fan of Kylie's. Another big moment was when Hailey Bieber appeared to insult Taylor Swift, who Selena Gomez is best friends with. Back in the 2018 episode of Drop the Mic, Hailey made a gagging motion in response to the mention of Taylor Swift's album.
Full of the meanest lyrics about a celebrity since Taylor Swift's last album.
Hailey Bieber also faced a whole lot of accusations of racism when a TikToker reposted her old tweets containing xenophobic and racist statements. The tweets, mostly from 2012 and 2013, including one that said, "Shut up before I smack you back to your own country."
She said, "Shut up before I smack you back to your own country." Then down here she said, "Leaving to Florida white, but coming back to NY a different race." Then she said down here, "To those foreigners who don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so sorry your country didn't have pilgrims and Indians to start such a sick holiday." Up here she said, "Or whatever that ugly N-word name is." She said, "Life makes more sense when you're tan."
In another TikTok video, there was one user by the name of Kimona Elizabeth who claimed that Hailey was her middle school bully. In a follow-up video, she stated that she was in the 5th grade when Hailey was in the 6th grade and she got bullied by her.
I was in 5th grade, Hailey was in 6th. She bullied me. Middle school is full of kids who are either the bullies or the bullied. Unfortunately, I was the bullied, and for that year, Hailey was my bully.
Kimona, she clarified that she wasn't seeking an apology or anything like that, and she was not doing this for clout, but this definitely added to the whole image of Hailey Bieber being seen as a mean girl. There was also some more accusations thrown at Hailey Bieber by Selena Gomez fans, saying that she actually stalked Justin Bieber and took him from Selena.
They were not in a relationship at that time.
Throughout Justin's on and off relationship with Selena Gomez, Hailey was accused of stalking Justin by fans. Some fans pointed to a resurfaced photo showing Hailey posing with a magazine featuring Justin and Selena on the cover with the headline that reads, "Why Selena Knows She Won't Marry Justin." And another video of Hailey lurking in the background while Justin posed with fans back in 2012. So although there is no concrete evidence that she deliberately sought out to steal Justin from Selena, fans still question her motive. Like, what were you doing so close up to Justin?
They were not in a relationship at that time.
And finally, Selena Gomez's fans have accused Hailey Bieber of copying Selena's tattoos as well as her business ventures.
Anytime I get inspired by something, I always twist it and make it my own.
For instance, fans have pointed out that both Selena and Hailey have tattoos of the letter G behind their ears. And Hailey has a tattoo of a J on her ring finger to honor her husband, which critics note is very similar to the ring that Selena wore while dating Justin. Also, fans have pointed out that Hailey launched a cooking show online and a skincare line within years of Selena hosting her own cooking show and launching Rare Beauty, which is her makeup line.
Taylor Swift is on top of the world, but critics say she's done some sketchy things to get there.
Although Taylor Swift has had major positive impacts on millions of people,
You said the gun was mine.
she also does have a bit of a shady side too, and that side sometimes shows up in her friendships.
Why did Taylor Swift become the drama queen in showbiz?
Here are some of the most shady things that Taylor Swift has done to her friends. The friendship between Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez has been a topic of discussion for quite some time, and despite Taylor's positive comments about Selena's song, Lose You to Love Me, their relationship definitely did face a rough patch.
I needed to lose you to find me.
According to Stylecaster.com, Taylor stopped talking to Selena for a while, and the reason behind it was Taylor got upset about Selena Gomez dating Justin Bieber.
I was like, nope, we don't do that anymore. We do not do that anymore to look sick.
And this situation seemed less than ideal because friends should ideally be supportive even when it comes to their dating choices. But hey, they may have patched it up, but that was just something that people saw that were like, hey, you know, that's pretty shady, Taylor. Like, what's up here?
We don't do that anymore.
There's also the well-known feud between Katy Perry and Taylor Swift that began when Katy allegedly took Taylor's backup dancers. In response, Taylor wrote the song Bad Blood and openly discussed the situation in interviews, expressing her dissatisfaction and disappointment with Katy Perry. And Taylor accused Katy of attempting to undermine her arena tour by hiring people from her team.
Taylor Swift's song and video for Bad Blood is all about her long-standing feud with Katy.
And in one of her statements, Taylor said this. She basically tried to sabotage an entire arena tour. She tried to hire a bunch of people out from under me. This was definitely something that they could have discussed in private rather than publicly blasting Katy Perry. So yeah, people saw this as being completely shady. Also, this was a little bit shady on Katy Perry's side as well. There was also that time where Taylor Swift did not attend her close friend Karlie Kloss's weddings in October 2018 and also in June of 2019. Reports suggested that a disagreement between them led to Taylor Swift completely distancing herself from Karlie Kloss. According to a source, Taylor got really upset over something unusual, and this caused a lot of strain in their friendship. And then the publicized conflict between Taylor Swift as well as Scooter Braun, who now owns her music catalog, has added to the tension. And I think she eventually broke away from working with Scooter Braun. But either way, Scooter Braun attended Karlie Kloss's wedding, and Taylor reportedly was really angry because he was present there. And of course, we can see a little bit of why Taylor Swift would be really upset that Scooter Braun was actually in attendance, but to completely ghost your friend like that, yeah, a little shady. There was also a blog post suggesting that Avril Lavigne doesn't treat her fans well during meet and greet events, and this was reported by Pop Crush. Surprisingly, Taylor Swift actually liked the post, and this led to Avril Lavigne feeling completely disappointed, and it was really confusing for a lot of people as to why Taylor would involve herself in this situation, implying something negative about another singer. Also, according to Insider.com, Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez became friends back in 2010, which could have been very great. However, this reportedly made Demi Lovato feel completely excluded, as she and Selena were close friends at the time. So yeah, excluding other people from your friend group is never a kind thing to do, whether you're a famous singer or not. Speaking of Taylor Swift and female friends, there's a lot of talk about Taylor Swift's Girl Squad, and it's intriguing because most of us don't have a famous friend group like Taylor Swift. But typically, we have friends from high school, college, or through work, and through various different connections. And when we hang out with our friends, wherever we met them, it's a good time. People are kind of just free to be who they are in their friend group. However, it's reported that Taylor Swift instructs her friends not to speak unless spoken to. And if that's true, it seems a little bit shady and not the usual way that a friend would treat another friend. Taylor Swift's squad also reportedly has to follow a dress code where they have to wear specific outfits to certain events. And this seems a little bit unusual too, because like if they're your friends, like shouldn't they be trusted to style themselves? And on top of that, these aren't just, you know, typical friends, these are famous friends. A lot of them are models, actors, so it's safe to assume that they already have great fashion sense anyways.